Bromance on TV is not a genre that is much explored. Hard to understand why, because when it is actually explored, it is one of the best things to watch. Sam Heughan and Graham McTavish are the latest in a long list of bromance duos to grace TV. And recently, Graham has opened up about one of Sam's greatest fears. Who are these guys, and what's their show? What is Sam most afraid of? And how does that relate to their on-screen chemistry? In this video, we will explore these questions. Stay tuned! So, who are these guys? Sam Heughan and Graham McTavish are both Scottish actors that first rose to prominence through their roles in the Starz series Outlander. For those who do not know, Outlander is a historical drama series that aired in 2014 and is still running after 6 seasons. Sam and Graham first met here. Sam is a major character, while Graham is a recurring one, only showing up frequently for a few reasons. Regardless, both of them hit it off, and they now have a tight friendship, amusing the world with their antics and educating the world with their expertise. It was an auspicious moment when these two first met during the filming of Outlander. And how tight are these two? These men are proof that a good friendship is not limited to age or other mundane things that many others would allow to limit their interactions with other people. On the set of Outlanders, they both hit it off and have been friends ever since. Sam is 42 and Graham is 19 years older. In the Outlander movie, Sam plays the role of Jamie Fraser, a Highland warrior that marries Nurse Claire Randall when she is transported back in time. Graham, on the other hand, plays Dougal Mackenzie, a character that hasn't been on the show as frequently as Jamie Fraser, due to his untimely demise. These two didn't let the limited time stop them from becoming tight friends, though. Since the Outlander show, they have written a few books together: The Clanlands Almanac, Seasonal Stories from Scotland and Clanlands, Whiskey, Warfare, and a Scottish Adventure Like No Other. They also presented as the host of the new travelogue documentary, Men in Kilts, which allows them to spend a lot of time educating the public and enjoying themselves. The Men in Kilts show entails both men taking a rich journey through the vast Scottish history through discovery. They would do this in a camper van and try to unearth as much about Scottish history as they could, while having fun and playing pranks with each other. Although it is much anticipated by fans of the duo and people who have historical interest, the premiere date for the second season has not been released. Do expect much from it, though. In interviews about the upcoming show, both of them have been extremely open and optimistic about how it's going to go down. Hopefully the Starz platform will make it known to us soon, eh? What path would the second season of the show take? Excited about this one, aren't we? The first season of the show was enthralling enough, so we can expect the second season to be just as interesting. In this new season, as evidenced by the hints we have picked up from some sources, the duo would pack their bags and wander on another fine journey. This time through New Zealand. They are going to be tracing a path using the footsteps of Scottish immigrants from generations before. This would enable them to construct a proper theory for why New Zealand can be accurately seen as the Scotland of the Southern Hemisphere. These two are about to get a case study on how this particular demographic caused the domino effect that started in the 19th century. But it's not going to be all boring, in a quote, historical facts and analysis. We are going to have a completely immersive experience of the culture itself, the abstract backbone and qualities of the country, what makes it what it is, and how its qualities define it. Sam and Graham are going to learn a lot about the food, the traditions, and even the Maori culture. Now back to the duo. Sam and Graham are going to have a lot of fun doing this, though. I mean, if we are going to spend time learning with both of them, we might as well get some amusement while we are at it. Sam is the more exuberant of the two, so you can expect him to put Graham through the motions. While we are being taught the ways of the Kiwi, their traditions, and their culture, Sam would be on hand to make us laugh while we're at it, and at the expense of Graham, too. Do we feel bad about this? Maybe only a little. Poor Graham. I don't think Sam is entirely safe on his own, though. Graham has a few tricks up his sleeves. Shooting has started since the beginning of the year. The crew did it in New Zealand as expected, and both Sam and Graham kept on talking about how they found the shooting very enjoyable. One can only wonder what they have in store for their audiences. So what is Sam's greatest fear? It's sure that by now you do not have to wonder why Sam's greatest dear is in this conversation. The pair of them frequently make jokes and play pranks on each other, so it stands to reason that Graham was at some point going to go for the jugular. In an interview with an outlet, he revealed that his co-star from Outlanders had one major weakness: a deep phobia for snakes. "I found out that he's afraid of snakes," Graham said in an interview. "We can almost pity the ordeal that Sam's going to go through. How in the hell did he allow his arch-nemesis to find out something so damning about him?" Graham has definitely shown an inclination for mischief, and it's no surprise that he has also refused to open up about how he found out about Sam's phobia. On the issue of how he found out, Graham said, "Oh, I have my ways, and I am going to make it my mission to bring snakes into Sam's life." Poor Sam, you could almost hear a whimper in the background. But it is seemingly well-deserved though. Graham has occasionally been put in extremely precarious situations by the John Fraser actor, more times than could be counted. This is mostly during the Men in Kilts filming, and Graham has also promised to pay him back in kind. He seems ready, and does not intend to hold any compunctions when he is ready to make Sam face the consequences. It's all love though. No maliciousness within. Graham has compared the ordeal between the two to sadomasochism, but has also reiterated that it's mostly all for laughs. The chances of anyone getting hurt is quite small, hopefully. Graham talks about the filming of the second season. Although they had fun, he says there were a lot of near-death experiences, which somehow had Sam filming him while it happened. Well, you know what they say. Every day is for the thief, one day for the owner. Graham's day is coming, it seems. Now, a little backstory. The first season of the documentary was a smashing success. It is rated 85% on IMDb and 100% on Rotten Tomatoes. The audience rating is pretty good too, so it came as a shock to no one when the show was renewed for a second season. The beginning of the show came with the making of a book that explored their travels as well. The book went on to become a best-selling piece in the New York Times. Fans are waiting very patiently for the second season, and there are rumors that the filming of a third season is possible. The way Sam and Graham put it, though, seems to be reliant on the response from the audiences. If that's the case, it is well within the realm of certainty that we might be getting a third season. But let's not get ahead of ourselves, shall we? The date for the second season still isn't out yet. What other projects are they working on? Sam is apparently going to be in the 7th season of Outlanders, and it is already in production. Graham, on the other hand, only just wrapped up filming the 3rd season of The Witcher in September. Those of you who have seen the new House of the Dragon series, the Game of Thrones prequel, would have also noticed him as C. Harold Westerling of the Kingsguard. He also would be in the Somewhere in Montana TV series, as long as the Chasing Nightmares and Brother Darwin show. Sadly for the fans, not much is being said about either Outlander or Men in Kilts, despite it being promised that we were going to get a release of Men in Kilts in October 2022. Starz still hasn't shown any sign of a release on the horizon. Apparently it is still in the editing process. It isn't uncommon for documentaries to spend longer than usual in production. Hopefully we'll get to see good news in the next months to come. After all, we've still got 2 of them left in the year. Are you anticipating news of the arrival of the new season? Do you want to be a part of the group as they travel through New Zealand? Like this video and subscribe to our channel to get more information. Have a great day, everyone!